as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Redskins take over.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
Marr on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Redskins
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Get your swerve on.
Play action. Haskins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, but now it'll be 3rd down. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Darius Geis out of the backfield, but it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long. On the draw, this is Barkley. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport, they say the great athletes. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Maher now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Giants 24, Redskins nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Redskins take over.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick 6. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for... And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. Coming after you.
They keep it with Barkley on first down.
Alert 3.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
That's it, baby.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. He made Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Haskins to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Keep playing hard.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Lucky.
Geis with a carry on second down. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Haskins. For an off, and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make it 24-7.
24. Redskins 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Mike 55. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hatchet. No. Motion. Check, 55.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
Hey, alert 3.
Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Get in the weight room.
A toss out to Barkley. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. At a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
It's your time, baby. We need our points. 55. Here we go. Whip. Watch the whip. Go. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Now Jackson to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Hey. Check your hot read. Switch.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
All day, every day, any day.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Here's Haskins. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well.
Washington Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And this one complete to Reed. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing again. Haskins. He's going to take a shot for the... And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Go, baby. At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's tight right there,
To throw is Jackson.
Three down.
He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
No.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Redskins take over.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Marr on for the extra point.
Let's go. Come on.
And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just be.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's our field.
On second down, here's Barkley.
Check 6 guys.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Giants on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check. Crunch. Crunch.
Barkley, toss play left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On first down, it's Haskins. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
56. Check.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll go to Barkley again.
Run.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Haskins will throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Again, it's Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said,
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run it again with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
55 is mine, guys. 55. Stop your whining.
And it's third down.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
saying? Playing skills, you dig?
Playing